differentiability. A function f is said to be differentiable at a point C in its domain if limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c by h exists and f is not differentiable at c if this limit does not exist. So if this limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c by h, if this limit exists, then f is differentiable at the point C. So differentiability at a point C, if this limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c by h, if this limit exists, then we say the function f is differentiable at C. Now when do you say one limit exists? Limit exists means left limit and right limit are finite and equal. Then we say this limit exists. So in other words, we can say that if left limit means just take h tends to 0 minus. Here limit h tends to 0. So to left limit means limit h tends to 0 minus. Here left limit. In the right limit h tends to 0 plus. Only that is the difference. This function is same. Only take limit h tends to 0 minus and limit h tends to 0 plus. So that is left and right limit. So if left limit and right limit both are equal, finite, they are finite and equal, then we say that this function f is differentiable at C. So this is the differential. To check the differentiability at the point C, we have to find this left limit and right limit, and we have to check whether they are finite and equal. If they are finite and equal, then we can say that f is differentiable at the point C. Now, function is said to be differentiable in the interval, closed interval AB, if it is differentiable at every point of that closed interval AB. That is the definition of differentiability in an interval. Now, if the function is differentiable, f dash c, that is the derivative of f of x derivative of f of x at x equal to c, that is defined as f dash c equal to limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c by h. This limit h tends to 0, f of c plus h minus f of c by h. That limit, that is called derivative, f dash c, derivative of f of x at x equal to c, that is f dash c, equal to that. And f dash x, generally we can write f dash x equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. That we have studied in 11th standard. F dash x equal to limit h tends to 0, f of x plus h minus f of x by h. So that is the note down that differentiability at x equal to c. So to check whether a function is differentiable at x equal to c, we have to check whether this left limit and right limit are equal and finite. Then we can say that that function is differentiable at x equal to c. So this limit, in other words, we can say if the limit exists, it is differentiable, or we can say both left limit and right limit are finite and equal. We can say f is differentiable at c, and derivative is defined by this limit. Now we can prove the theorem 3. Theorem 3. If f is differentiable at x equal to c, it is continuous at x equal to c. Theorem 3 says that if a function f is differentiable at x equal to c at a point x equal to c, then the function is continuous at x equal to c. That means differentiability at c implies that it is continuous at x equal to c. Differentiability implies continuity. That is what the theorem. If the function f is differentiable at x equal to c, then that function is continuous at x equal to c. We have to prove that theorem. So f dash c, suppose we have to assume that function f is differentiable at x equal to c. Then we have to prove that f is continuous at x equal to c. So if function is differentiable, we can write f dash c. We can say that differentiable means derivative exists at x equal to c. That means and derivative is given by f dash c. And f dash c equal to limit. We know by definition, we know f dash c equal to limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c by h. This is the definition of derivative f dash c. F dash c equal to f dash c means derivative at x equal to c. So if a function is differentiable, derivative exists at that point. So that is called f dash c. F dash c is the derivative of f of x at x equal to c. So f dash c equal to, this is the definition of derivative. F dash c equal to limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c by h. See, we can write this definition in other form also, some other form. That is, f dash c equal to, we can write the same thing as limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c. See, same definition we can write in this form also. See, f dash c equal to, see here, limit h tends to 0 f of c plus h minus f of c by h. See, as h tends to 0, what happened? H tends to 0 means h is very close to 0. This c plus h becomes 0 means c plus 0 becomes c. So c plus h tends to c. When h tends to 0, c plus h tends to c. C plus h becomes c when h is equal to 0. So here also see, when x tends to c, see here x, here c, x tends to c, c plus h tends to c as h tends to 0. And denominator, what is denominator? C plus h minus c, that is h. Here x minus c, denominator. So both are same. So we can write f dash c as limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c by x minus c. So we are going to prove the theorem. Theorem says that if f is differentiable at x equal to c, then the function will be continuous at the point x equal to c. So first we assume that the function f is differentiable at x equal to c. So prove, let f be differentiable. Let f be differentiable at c. That means derivative exists at the point c. Then and it is defined. Then if it is defined, if it exists, it is defined as f dash c equal to limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c by x minus c. Now we want to prove it is continuous at x equal to c. For that, we take one equation, that is f of x. We can write f of x minus f of c equal to f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c into x minus c. See, we are considering one equation which is true. See, we know this is true. F of x minus f of c equal to f of x minus f of c by x minus c into x minus c. Both are equal, both sides are equal. When we cancel this x minus c, both sides become equal. So it is correct equation. So we are considering this equation. Now we are going to take limit both sides. So we take limit both sides. So we get limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c equal to, this side also, right side also we are taking limit. So limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c into x minus c. So when we consider take limit both sides, what we get? See here, we got, just we take the limit x tends to c this side equal to limit x tends to c right side. Now we will simplify and see what we get. So here what we get, limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c equal to, here, see we know limit of f of x into g of x equal to limit of f of x into limit of g of x. In the case of product, we can separately take the limit. So we are still, I am going to take limit x tends to c f of x minus f of c divided by x minus c. First consider the limit for this function into limit x tends to c, x minus c. Separately we can take limit, no problem. Limit x tends to c, x minus c. Now, what is this? Actually, we know by definition, limit x tends to c, f of x minus f of c by x minus c. That is same as f dash c. F dash c into, what is limit x tends to c, x minus c? When we apply the limit, what we get? In the place of x, we put c. So, c minus c. What is c minus c? 0 we get. That is equal to what? That is equal to f dash c into 0. That is same as 0. So, we got this equal to 0. Now, what we get? Then, we can apply the limit for both the functions. So, limit x tends to c, f of x minus limit x tends to c, f of c. Consider the limit for each separately. Limit x tends to c, f of x minus limit x tends to c, f of c equal to 0. That is what? So, we got limit x tends to c, f of x minus, what is limit x tends to c, f of c? See, we know f of c, that is a constant value of the function f of x when x equal to c. So, this is only a constant. So, when we apply the limit x tends to c, when there is x, we substitute x equal to c. Here there is no x, it is only a constant. So, when we apply the limit, what we get? Same, f of c equal to 0. Now, take f of c right side. So, limit x tends to c, f of x equal to f of c. So, we got limit x tends to c, f of x equal to f of c. What do we mean by that? That is the definition of continuity at x equal to c. So, what we get? Therefore, f is continuous at x equal to c. So, we proved that f is continuous at x equal to c. This is definition of continuity. So, first we assume that f is differentiable at x equal to c. Now, we got f is continuous at x equal to c. That means, if f is if a function f is differentiable at a point x equal to c, then that function is continuous at x equal to c. Or, in other words, we can say that differentiability implies continuity. Whenever a function is differentiable, it will be continuous. That is the theorem we prove. Okay.